Good morning, Marmalade on the trail again. And I'm with somebody new. Say hey.
Hi.
It's Elizabeth. And this is your first actual backpacking trip, right?
Yes.
Overnighter. She does tons and tons of hiking.
Real one.
What's that?
First real one.
First real one. So she does tons of hiking. She's a strong hiker, but wants to do backpacking. So we're going out. Today is, what is the date? May 13th. Happens to be a Monday. And we're just going to do an easy hike. It's going to be about 8.5 miles from Warm Springs on the PCT. That's mile marker 109.5. We're going to go south to Barrel Springs, mile 101. And we're going to go by Eagle Rock. That's your first time too, right?
Yes.
I love it. It's got to be at least my 30th time. But anyway, it's getting warm out here. It's supposed to be around 80, a high of 80. And then I think around 50 tonight. So not too bad. We're going to be by Barrel Springs where there's water. And we're actually going to about halfway, about mile 4.5 of the 8.5. We're going to get some water at a creek and take a break. So that's about it. We started about 9:15. And it's only 8.5 miles, so we'll probably get there early afternoon. But that's about it. We'll see you guys down the trail. Bye. Still a lot of water. All right, so we made it to camp and set up. It is, let me see what time it is right now. It's 4:19. We got here about 2:45, almost 3. We took our time today. But got a nice spots. Filter some water. We're gonna hang out for a while. We brought chairs. I love having chairs. And we're gonna have a snack. Good morning, day 2. And of course in my tent, it's about 5:45 a.m. And I was kind of waiting for it to get light enough so I could show you a couple of hacks that I learned or doing recently in my tent. You could do this with a 1-pole tent or 2. I have a 2-door, 2-pole tent, so I wanted to show you this. But what is it? I learned this one, and then the other one I made up kind of myself. But main concern is with the 2-person tent, you can see like when I'm looking here, I have this new tent. I have about a foot on either side, and I finally have enough room, and I have just enough room for my stuff. The only issue is where to put my backpack. Now I would put it like kind of vertically or somewhere, but it's just, there's room for it. But I was just like, what else can I do? And the other issue was, I've had one time on my PCT through hike where I always use op sacks for odorless plastic bags inside my food bag, and that helps keep all the rodents away. But I did have one time when I forgot and left part of a bar in my waist belt pouch in my backpack, and I left it in there, and then I had a mouse chew through my tent. It was running around on my face, and it was super gross. But I've been thinking about, well, how can I counter this to not have my pack in the way and just kind of where I could damage it or just not have it in the way, and then also keep rodents out. So I learned this from a friend, but basically what I'm doing is I have a carabiner, and so you have your trekking pole. This is the trekking pole here, of course, down, and it's got the loop, the handles that you put your hand through when you're using your trekking poles. And so I brought one carabiner, and I hang from the loop of my pack to that so that it's vertical. So it's on the outside of this mesh, but it's on this side of the vestibule. So it's underneath there in case it rains. And so I have it that, and so I want to keep it off the ground. It doesn't really look like it, but if you look from this angle, it's off the ground now. So what I did was, you basically have to buckle your waist belt to get it off the ground. And I actually took one of the straps up here and just tied this up so it's not on the ground. So now this is suspended so the mice can't get to it. You can see right there. So that's how I do it. And then it's easy. I can just unzip this in a minute and get my pack and then start packing it up. But that's how I do it. It keeps it out of the tent, and it keeps the mice and rats and whatever else, other animals, from getting your food and tearing up your backpack. The other one I'm doing now, and I just thought of this today, I haven't seen anybody do this, but I have a smaller food bag today. When I do overnights, I just bring a real small one. But you can see there's my tent, but I just hang my food bag from there. I still have an op sack in there, so it's odorless, but I just keep my food off the ground, and hopefully no critters can get it. So that worked well last night, so I'm going to start doing that all the time. I hope that helps you. And again, good morning. I probably won't do an intro today on the trail. We'll just start hiking, but we're going to get going early, maybe about 7:30. And it was a nice night last night. It got down to 42. And it's going to be another warm one, about 80, but we're going to leave at 7:30. So hopefully we could do the 8.5 miles back and get there around midday, so it won't be too hot yet. So that's about it. I'll show you a little bit of packing up and getting out of camp, and then we'll get going. Looking good. Looking really good. Yeah. You knew exactly why.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to change that, you live on the other side of the country. All right, we did it. Yes. Yes. Woo.